Welcome back to the Subspace Emissary.
Here we go again.
Except this time, we got a battlefield.
What a mess.
Well, mercifully, actually, it's a good thing it's not the battlefield from this game.
Yeah.
Eh.
There we go. Aww.
Somebody's video I can hear.
Yeah, that's me probably.
Oh well. And the Robs have to sacrifice themselves again.
That's the way it works. Two Robs have to power the bomb with themselves, and they get pulled to pieces when
And
they
here we are, the protagonist of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Marth.
Hello, Marth.
Prince of the Ravaged Kingdom Altae, holder of the sword Falchion, slayer of the Dark Dragon Mattias.
An overall metrosexual badass.
Yes.
I thought that was Ike.
No, he's the other one. Anyway, what we're here right now is a range from the Sacred Stones. I think this is actually for the sorting menu. Oh, that's fitting actually. Basically, Marth is put this game to further increase the what's the word I'm looking for? The popularity of Fire Emblem alongside Ike. And besides, we need a Fire Emblem representative. Who better than the original protagonist?
Yep.
Yes, this is the original face of Fire Emblem here.
Not Roy, Marth.
Roy was a clone character.
Yeah.
A pretty decent clone character, mind you, but a clone. Oh boy. These things will rape you hard on the higher difficulty levels.
And
So, oh well, it respawns. Oh well.
Yeah, on the harder difficulty levels, those things will bend you over and leave you needing sutures.
Of both Marth and Ike, who we'll get to in roughly 20 minutes. Ike and Marth, they have the ability to counterattack most enemies' attacks. And of course, by doing so, they nullify damage. Make it very useful in the boss battles in this game. Who knows? Yeah, a trooper shell. Anyway, oh yes. Another thing about Marth, the tip of Falchion, if the enemy is hit with the tip, it does the most damage. Also,
Yeah, he lets you have that one.
What's also cool to note is the fact that he now has what's known as the Shield Breaker special move, where
Basically, if you charge it up, it'll slice through a fully charged enemy shield.
and of course
And if you tag him with the tip, it'll hurt like.
Oops, that was an ill-timed counter. Also, what Marth also has is his side B special. Sword Dance. I think that's what it's called, Sword Dance. But basically,
Dancing Blade, I think, side B.
well, whatever it is, depending on where you toggle the analog stick, in corresponding with B, you can actually
Staring into the abyss.
your attacks. Whoa!
Eldest Star Knight in service to King Dedede.
And now he's found a worthy opponent, or not. Worthy opponent, more like a formidable ally.
Yes.
Back-to-back badasses. Hoo-yah!
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
And a very out-of-place jazz rendition of Meta Knight's theme.
I love it though. It's fitting.
It's
for me.
good, but
It's
even
for-
Sakurai himself admitted using jazz for this remix does not fit the theme of Brawl. Sakurai himself admitted that.
Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, as I was saying about Marv's side B special, the depending on where you're twirling the analog stick, in correspondence to B, the attacks change.
In fact, if you tilt the stick down during the combo, you can get a meteor smash trophy stand,
As well as shooting star too. Yeah, if you twirl it up, you also get shooting star
Ah.
if you're lucky. But no, whenever I play as Marth, I tend to stick with counters. Oh great, Greeps, which looked like a baby carriage with scythe arms. Surprised it didn't blast off right there.
Yeah, these guys are pretty tough.
But of course, if you nail the head constantly, they are pussies. Like so. Whee! Oh yeah, sure. Commit suicide.
That works.
Yes.
151% damage. Ouch.
Attack!
Yep, from the original Fire Emblem, I believe. Oof. Oh well, I wanted to switch characters anyway.
Meta Knight's main asset is very fast attacks. His standard A move is a veritable Ginsu slicer.
It's short. He's good for speed, but he doesn't hit that hard unless you're doing a charged smash attack.
Oh boy. Auto Lance. Those things are
boy.
douchebags on the harder difficulties.
I hate them.
But yeah, Meta Knight's really good at racking up damage, not so good at launching. He doesn't have a whole lot of actual smash attacks.
But hey, what can I say? It's good. Yes. Let's go. All right.
Come.
You know what I also hate about this stage? Auto scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meta Knight's pretty decent for Subspace, given that all of your opponents are pretty much damage-based, and he's good at dealing that.
Really, auto lances are evil. Really hate them. But of course, if you're doing Meta Knight's static air move, it really decaps them very fast. Oh boy. This didn't work out so well.
Yes.
This calls for a Fire Emblem character. And we just haven't had one in reserve. Oh great, 2 Armites, an Auto Lance, and 2 Primids. I think we can turn the tide very quickly. Yes, I love spamming counter when I'm playing as Marth or Ike. Come on, there we go. Oh great, another Auto Lance.
Joy.
See there, right there, there was a variation of Marth's side B. And now we come up to a track from Path of Radiance. Crimean Army Sortie. Yeah, speaking of Path of Radiance, and as well as characters from that game, we'll be meeting up with Ike in a little bit. We'll explain more about Ike's mechanics later.
Minecarts!
You're not mad. Bam, da-da-dum, bam. Run away! Run away from those spikes that won't even endanger us. And besides, we need to chase down the ancient minister anyway.
Yes.
Because someone who just leaves a bomb in Marth's castle will not get away with it. Well, not in his castle or even close to it. Oh yes, we also get to meet up with 5 more characters in this update.
Ew.
Yes. That, of course, will come after this stage. Whee!
Yeah. Don't stay in the mine pod, or you will die.
Okay, overall, what can I say? Else can I say about Marth? He's a graceful fighter. I'd say he's definitely one of my favorites. He's not in my top 5, but he's pretty close.
Nice.
And what a graceful landing. And now it's time for the introduction of one of my favorites. They can run fast.
Run!
Yeah, Marth is actually one of the 7 fastest guys in the... Ooh!
Ouch. Here we
Fortunately,
go.
that's just his cape.
Final smash in your face! Everyone, meet the leader of the Grail Mercenaries. Ike. From Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. And what better way to introduce him than with his theme song from Radiant Dawn? Which also happens to be one of my favorite tracks in the game. Ooh,
Ike
he's a heavyweight.
is brutal.
He's a hit.
Slow, but brutal.
In short, he's very good for boss fights.
This guy hits like a friggin'...
If
He
there was,
hits like a horse riding, plate mail clad, lance stabbing knight.
oh, so he's like Organon when he's actually nice.
When is those two words ever able to be in the same sentence?
You got me there.
There could be an argument made for Wind Waker, actually.
Really? You forget?
Well, he initially didn't want to actually kill Link near the end.
But then he got in the way.
Well, no, then he got screwed by the king.
Oh yes, leading up to that epic boss fight that could only be rivaled by Twilight Princess. I'm not sure about Skyward Sword yet. I have not seen the boss fight of that. I suppose it is safe to say Ganondorf does not make an appearance.
Wait, what?
As far as I know, in Skyward Sword, Ganondorf does not make an appearance.
Well, it actually, from what I'm told, near the end of Skyward Sword, you actually see the origin of Ganon.
Yeah, but at least you don't fight him as the final boss.
True.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah, a trait not seen since Vati in the Minish Cap.
Or
Oh wait,
Majora.
or Majora's Mask, or
Link's Awakening.
or Phantom Hourglass, or Spirit Tracks.
Although Phantom Hourglass is...
I love this version of Luigi's Mansion. We never get to hear it in game. Phew. Aw. And it's a home run, baby!
Nice try, Luigi.
You couldn't evade the hammer of awesomeness, who could only be wielded by one being in this world.
One penguin.
Hail to the king, baby!
He, self-styled king of Dreamland, doesn't really perform any administrative functions.
But he means well.
Usually. He's a little greedy, pretty selfish, but when push comes to shove, his heart's in the right place.
Just like in this game, actually. Uh-oh! Stampede!
What the heck?
It's pretty lucky. I mean, D could have had Gordos in that lineup.
Yeah. So that was like, I think that was like, wasn't that another Final Smash we just saw? Wario having
Yeah,
tantrum.
technically.
Anyway. Alright, now we get to meet another legendary Nintendo hero.
Moment of awesomeness.
That cap, that fairy, that sword, that shield. Only one hero comes to mind.
Link.
Who wishes he would have kept Navi instead of Fi.
Do,
I think even Lansoon preferred Navi over Fee.
Anyway. Yeah, this is Link.
Don't quote me on
Moment
that.
of cute.
Yep. Aww. Yes.
Nurses!
And of course, Link is in his Twilight Princess incarnation.
Who's actually walking.
Very uncommon for Link.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Shadow.
I am the Shadow. The true self. Wait. War game.
Yeah, she's like, do I have to?
Yes.
Epic remix of the Dark Overworld.
Yep. From the Link to the Past. Now, if only the Dark World proper got a just as epic remix.
Yeah.
By, this arranger is owned by Shota Kageyama, who, as far as I'm concerned, he actually had a hand in many of the tracks in Pokemon Black and White.
Mm-hmm.
And dare I say it, an epic job. He did mostly the cutscene tracks and stuff. Which with, of course, Junichi Masuda doing the battle tracks.
Right.
Do. Yeah, Link with the beam sword. But I think maybe he could use the Force. I mean, he's got the Triforce for crying out loud.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But he prefers a straight fight anyway.
Yeah. Of the trio, Link got the cheap Triforce, but he really doesn't need it all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
'Cause
doesn't need the power.
He's just got this natural skill as a warrior, and
I mean, no matter what incarnation he's in. Oh yeah, in case you haven't noticed.
he's a master of tool. This guy's got. I've said it before. He's got more weapons than friggin' God.
How about more customization than a Swiss Army knife?
That too.
Yeah. Oh boy. Let's get out of there.
Yeah.
Please, we
Yeah,
don't
I
need to
noticed
make
that-
the comments.
I should also mention that when Link is stationary, he can deflect projectiles with his shield. Something that hasn't been seen since Zelda 2. And speaking of Zelda 2, many of his attacks are from Zelda 2. Namely his aerial smashes,
Yeah.
as demonstrated right here.
Sword plant. Ooh, Papa. Careful. Ow.
I got caught in the aftermath. Go away, you stupid puppets! I wonder who's manipulating those puppets. Most likely Ganondorf.
Probably.
And considering this game, it wouldn't be too far from the truth.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, Wind Waker, anyone? Yeah, I mean, I would say this, no matter what incarnation Link is in, be it this incarnation or even his Toon incarnation, he's always had the skill of a warrior.
Oh yeah. He just has to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, it's a common theory that Link and Zelda are reincarnated in each game.
Would make sense.
Well, with Link, it's a little nebulous because you clearly get OOT Link as the hero's shade in Twilight Princess. But with Zelda, it's pretty clean cut.
Yeah, considering she does Triforce of Wisdom.
Wisdom implying knowledge, thus implying memory. Probably not easily reobtained, mind you, but there.
Yeah.
She
I mean,
probably
Because
has.
if she easily just got it again when she was born, wouldn't she basically just wouldn't she have just screwed over Zant immediately?
She would have. Or and let's not forget the fact that even if she were reincarnated, she wouldn't have all that memory, as was evidenced in Wind Waker, when she thought that she was just a mere pirate captain.
But like I said, not easily reobtained.
But overall, everybody, who would you say is your favorite incarnation of Link?
Gonna go with TP. Although Link to the Past certainly had the most incredibly diverse weapon set.
Yeah, I'm just, but in terms of combat, I'm gonna go with Twilight Princess Link as well.
Agreed.
Barring Skyward Sword.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will have to differ.
Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying that game. I have to get back to that.
Maybe I will buy it when I have the money. I mean, my wrist needs some exercise anyway.
Yeah. Don't make the same mistake I did, though. Please have a Wii Motion Plus.
How pricey are those?
Well, it depends on if you can find one, like, used and stuff like that. My smart butt decided, oh, I'm gonna buy it. And then I get home and realize, wait, it's telling me I don't have a controller? What? And then I looked. I'm like, oh, really? So, had to take myself, pretty much change out of my pajamas, go over to the store across the way, get it, come back. My parents are going, please, next time, just shut off the sound before you leave.
Like, oops.
Because, quite literally, it was going through the tutorial and stuff like that while I was gone. And I picked it up and I'm like, okay, I'm playing now. I'm happy.
Okay, yeah, I really could use a Wii Motion Plus myself.
Yeah, I went and got one because I was like, you know something? I'm gonna need it anyways. I got a blue one. It's probably right?
So it just attaches directly to underneath the Wii remote, right?
Yeah, unless you get a controller that has it in it. Like, I ended up getting the whole controller because the store I went to didn't have the Plus. So I went, you know what? I can use it.
Okay. Yeah. Coming up, you're going to see an example of a very cheap death. Look at that. See? The shield just nullifies that fireball. Oh, that's using fire flowers efficiently. Boing. I mean, look at that. You can clearly see ground down there.
Whoops.
And look, and wait till you see what happens when we get down there. There was a platform right down there.
I think it disappears once it starts the fight mode.
Yeah. Now Yoshi, I'd say he didn't get nerfed that horribly in Brawl. I mean, he still has many of his rather effective moveset.
Like the flutter kick, which is just horrible abuse against bosses.
I mean, look, see right there where I just landed.
Yep.
That's stupid. God damn
I don't
it.
think even Epona could chase that.
No.
And don't think the claw shot would work that well either.
Not from that distance.
It's clear.
Ooh!
It's a box.
I have to do it again.
Once we get there.
Yes.
Oh, and you thought yours kind of squee will come.
Yeah.
But first, it's time for his.
Oh boy. Do I need to cover my ears?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Batteris!
Samus Aran. First lady of video games.
And his first love. Anyway. Now, as you can tell, Samus is not in her suit. She's currently looking for it.
Because somehow, she not only lost it, someone managed to take it.
Even though Other M and other game in Corruption proved that the suit's biomechanical, therefore it's, part of her.
Not something you can just take.
But then again, this game was made roughly before Corruption.
Yeah, it was.
So you can forgive that little continuity error.
Well, they kind of flip-flop between it being removable and being hard light.
Well,
at one point I think they were going, yeah, it's hard light, but it can be removed physically.
as they tried to do so in Fusion.
Which, in all technicality, if they were to trick it into sensing her, they could take it off. It just takes a lot. If you really think about it.
Howdy with a giant hammer, howdy with a giant hammer.
And I forget who voices her in this game, but she only has like 3 lines of dialogue, and they're all taunts. Oh wait, there's also a victory quote for her too. Anyway, who we find in here? Our next party member.
I remember her name, but I can't recall it.
Oh.
Red is going to kill you all. He's going to slip a note to Mewtwo, and Mewtwo is going to come in the night and murder you all.
Yeah, Pokemon News. Samus disapproves of this because
Wait, what?
Samus disapproves of this because she supports PETA.
We're going to start with the yellow rat.
Yes, and of course, as always, Pikachu is voiced by Ikue Otani, who has been Pikachu's voice actor ever since the anime. And always since. And of course, in every language, Pikachu is always known as Pikachu.
Pikachu!
I mean, you gotta have a Pokemon with an international name to appeal to the international audience.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of the reason
You're a lot
Pikachu
of
never evolved in the anime, because Nintendo was too lazy to change their mascot logos.
And Pikachu has his reasons. He didn't want to become Raichu's equal just by evolving, and Ash understood this. Instead, he used his own abilities to better effect.
Well, the trick was Surge evolved his Pikachu very early, so it gained a lot of power, but not much
Never
speed.
gonna be agility.
Yeah. Which
No agility whatsoever, which Ash's Pikachu had. Super Chew screwed over the Raichu very easily with that speed.
And of course, this was shown again in the Diamond and Pearl episode, Pika and Goliath, where it had nearly the exact same scenario, where again Pikachu refused to evolve.
Buckets.
Pikachu in this game, I will admit, I do use him often, not as often as my other 5, but he's a good character in this game.
He's pretty tough.
Yeah,
Buckets. Which one's worse, Doom Fairies or Buckets?
Buckets.
Well, Adam has never experienced Doom Fairies.
True.
Yeah, just based on the name alone, I would go with Buckets.
Whee!
Oko and Sun.
Although, really, I mean,
Yeah,
would you prefer these things or Kisame? Because at least Kisame's cute.
We'll go with Kisame.
But anyway, yeah, we just got the Oko and Sun trophy. Basically, Twilight Princess's version of Fall Aura's Wind. Then again,
Before I go to bed, it's tag time.
and again, Fall Aura's Wind, I did not really use much in Ocarina of Time.
Not many people do.
Nah. In fact, I only used it twice in my childhood.
Oh.
I mainly only ever used it just to experiment with it.
Yes, and of course we have Pikachu's B special, Quick Attack.
Pekka.
And Pikachu has Thunder Shock, or that's Thunder Jolt, named after the trading card game. Yep, there. And I'm taunting. Yeah, he has Thunder Jolt, Skull Bash, Thunder, and Quick Attack.
That's from Hey You Pikachu, that taunt.
Yeah, and he also has Volt Tackle as his final smash.
Pikachu's ultimate move.
In fact, only the Pikachu family can learn Volt Tackle. But of course, in the anime, Pikachu's replaced that with Electro Ball. And good thing too, considering Volt Tackle causes recoil. And almost every other battle that Pikachu used Volt Tackle in,
That doesn't work.
I know. Considering that every other battle that Pikachu used Volt Tackle in, he lost!
Yeah.
Since learning Electro Ball, he's fared better.
But yeah, you can't trophytize the Jix.
Oh well. Thought I'd
Can't
try
hurt
anyway.
the Jix.
I thought I'd try anyway. There we go.
Headbutt.
Yep, can't
Whoops.
get to those. Ah, we're hearing a Metroid Prime track.
This is actually the menu theme from Prime 1.
Mm-hmm. Zap. Ooh, stock ball.
What up?
We don't really need it, because this level is very short. And since on hard difficulties, they disappear anyway.
Control. It's going, look, dude, that way.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was anything down there. Oh, look, I caught the ladder. I caught the ladder. Even though normally when you're using your up B, you're stalled since every time you use a recovery move, you can't move. Oh yeah, we've got a fair share of Pokemon in this run. Well, namely the Pokemon used by Red, Pikachu himself, as well as Lucario, who is voiced by Bill Rogers in this game, but normally he's voiced by Sean Shamel.
Goku.
Yeah. And speaking of Sean Shamel, he actually does voice several characters in the anime still. Not to mention, of course, still voicing
Giant balls.
Not to mention still voicing Goku in most Dragon Ball Z games. Just like Christopher Sabat still voices Piccolo/Vegeta. And of course, but let's not forget one of my favorite roles that Sabat had, the voice of Garland in Dissidia. But sadly did not keep his knock you all down line. Nope.
Well, because that was a translation bork.
And yet, I think the remakes and stuff kept that line.
Well, for the sake of Narmcharm, probably.
Trophy stand proved ineffective. He had too much health.
Not to mention, this is a low difficulty. They do almost no damage on the lower difficulties, even if you do get them. That's the thing. The trophy stands appear more frequently the higher your difficulty level, and they do more damage the higher your difficulty level.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go hunting, it's best to do so on a higher difficulty level after you've beaten the game.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That way you don't have to deal with frustration.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dare I mention, we're also hearing a theme from Echoes, the multiplayer theme from Echoes.
Yes. Based on Green Brinstar from Super.
Mm-hmm. Well, looks like we found the control room. Aces.
Yes.
There's the power suit. She's like, those sons of bitches.
That's mine. No touchy.
Well,
Ooh.
seriously, she doesn't trust anybody with the power suit. That's been a consistent thing even in fanfiction. She doesn't like Federation techs poking around her suit.
And yet they had to for Fusion to save her life.
Yeah.
Hello, Zelda. G-Dorf says hi.
Yes, welcome to the Lakeshore, one of the more annoying levels in the game. Well, if you're playing on a higher difficulty level. Oh boy.
Having a little trouble using Zelda's slight frame?
Oh boy. Why'd you take me on, huh? Let's go. And now it's time for a remix of the castle theme from Super Mario World and the boss theme from Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yes.
All that is known as in Fanon, Koopa's Neon Castle. Ow.
Meow.
Ow.
Bam!
Owned.
Why?
Taunt. Rub it in, why don't you, Mario? You just beat up.
And then Link is like,
oh,
"You
no.
killed my girlfriend. I'm
You
gonna
die."
stab you to death."
But of course, Link is a man of no words, so.
Well, in this case, it's justified. He's pissed.
Yeah, but who knows?
Really?
Maybe if push came to shove, he would actually utter a few words.
Well, in Wind Waker, one of Link's jump attack screams is actually, "Come on!"
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, when push comes to shove.
Those two words caused a complete crap storm.
Yeah, I know. Although, this would be a scary thought. What if he did speak? That would ruin. Of course, that would ruin the whole silent protagonist kind of thing.
Well, there'd be, depending on if they got a decent voice actor for it, there'd be people supporting the voice actor, assuming they got a good one, which is probably going to be hard. And then there's going to be the other traditionalist half of the fan base, who is going to take a piss on Nintendo for, quote, ruining Link.
The sad thing is, I've actually had a 3-hour discussion on this with one of my friends, because I told him, I was like, dude, it just won't work. I'm sorry, but Link will always be a silent protagonist.
I've had discussions about that too. I think it would work.
It could work if they did one of two things. One, they actually found a good voice actor. Or two, they did it in text box only form.
Yes.
Thank you! What the? Kirby!
Crap!
Hell with it, I still got one.
You still got 3. Oh boy. And so the chase is on. They don't realize, but they don't realize that DDD's on their side. They don't realize this until later.
And no, this is not the Power Rangers moment, folks.
That's later.
Of course, they're probably getting all of their intel on D from Kirby, who's like, "He's a bad man!"
Oops.
Derp.
Hey, at least it wasn't like last time.
If you guys heard a large smack, that was my hand colliding with my forehead.
Oh, well.
But yeah, I mean, all the intel these guys are getting about DDD is from Kirby. He's like, "He's a bad man! He takes my food!"
Watch as these bomb guys commit suicide.
Well, they're programmed to run once they use their head up.
Aww. Woo!
Whoops! Oh, jeez. A grief and a Spox.
2 of them. This can't end well.
Spox are really aggressive on the higher difficulty levels. If they hit you once with that Thunderbolt, you're gonna go bye-bye.
You kiss thy butt goodbye.
Booyah! Oh, trophy stand. What am I gonna use it on?
Yourself, maybe?
Considering that when he's defeated, he becomes a trophy anyway. Oh! I wanted that trophy! Look at that! There was ground right there!
It wasn't low enough yet. There's still a floor.
Even so, that's cheap!
Well, duh.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, for the record, folks, I just finished Resident Evil 0 today.
I'm told Jeremy's brain was shattered.
It could have been worse.
It could have been dead A material.
Oh, dear God. I'm still shocked at your ranking.
Don't say it! He doesn't know yet.
It. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say I'm shocked.
Okay.
He actually got an A, I'm guessing.
Not telling.
Not saying a word.
If you two are being so sing-song and retardedly obnoxious, I'm guessing S rank.
We're still not telling anyway, regardless.
Besides, there's even better stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Not to tell about.
Exactly. Donut lives, which
Then
are
post the friggin' run.
I will after this. We'll record this part.
Alright then.
Okay, here we go. A Buzzy Beetle. Be grateful it's not a Volkswagen Buzzy Beetle. I mean, those things must come with a mile high insurance rate.
Oh, well, a Volkswagen Buzzy Beetle would be nearly impervious.
That's true, thus negating the need for insurance.
Yes.
Well, you would need the insurance because if you crash, you won't get hurt, but the car you run into or that runs into you is going to get owned.
Yeah, so be
Oh no.
you better hope that they have insurance.
Shadis.
Hate these things. But of course, a simple aerial smash will knock him out, as we'll find out later. More minecart madness. Woo!
More roadkill.
Into the drink. Yeah, nom nom.
Nom nom.
Coffee.
Oh, at least it's not a hot coffee. I'll watch as we're all just
More
image.
than a decade, and that meme is still easy to get a
Going
laugh.
strong.
Yeah. Oh, another Shadas. Oh, please.
Bye bye.
Talk to the hand.
Yay! Lipstick.
Don't need it. Boing.
It's
Ooh.
interesting how Panel de Pon, a game about a magical lolly, became Tetris Attack.
So that's what lipstick is from.
Yep.
Panel de Pon, the Japanese version of Tetris Attack.
Which, of course,
Or Pokemon Puzzle League, which was effectively
Annoying.
a sequel to Tetris Attack.
which also was very, very good. I mean, I enjoyed Puzzle League.
I haven't played in a while.
Puzzle
Which
League.
one's the right one?
Puzzle League was hard.
But at least it was a challenge.
Yeah.
Whew. Good night. Hey,
what
what?
you call
Hey,
challenge, I call cheat.
hey, look at my score. It's over 9,000.
It's exactly 9,000.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 9,600. Like, you can't tell from this distance.
Eh.
Oh, it could be 9,000. It could be 96.
It's 9,000, Adam.
Well,
The video quality's not that bad.
well, sorry. Okay, you're right. It is 9,000. Oh well.
Yeah, that's a zero, buddy.
We
Oh,
can
well.
make that reference some other time.
Yeah, that's a zero. Kind of like you.
Really?
Really? No, I'm not the zero. I know two of them.
That took me a moment.
Second.
Oh, look, now it's over 9,000.
You guys gotta remember, one of them I don't call zero.
No, yeah, but you do whenever he doesn't even show up.
Eh.
Yeah, when Gly uses her boyfriend's internet handle, he's usually in the doghouse.
Usually, I mean, I used to call him that all the time, even when I did know his name. Heck, when we first called on the phone, that was the first thing out of my mouth.
And Chipchar.
Jimjar!
My favorite Sinnoh starter.
Castle D.
3S.
And there's the halberd.
I wonder if D&D keeps a horde of 3DSs in his castle.
And here we have the Scourge of Hyrule, the Demon King, the Forger of Strength, the Champion of Din, and the Prince of Power.
And overall, evil badass.
Ganondorf Dragmire, Mandrag Ganon of the Enchanted Thieves.
And we had
Man's got so many names!
So, yeah, so many names, but so predictable in his ways. Anyway, see you in part 3 for more stuff.